Okay, hi again. Um, Might hear a little bit of an echo. I'm upstairs on the second floor. I'm actually behind me. This is one of the new science rooms. Okay, so once again, when this video stops, I'll do a quick little spin and give you an idea of what the rooms are looking like and the status. You might not think this is too far along, but according to the construction manager, next week they're gonna actually start to frame these rooms. So the windows are all in. The building's pretty much sealed at this point, which is a good thing. And I think you'll see some good progress quickly, right? So another thing I wanna just focus on here, because I think it's very important when it comes time to September and the decision on the part of the governor to reopen schools. So, right now, we just got this guidance, okay, January 31st. We are required to have a plan up at the State Education Department, just like we had a distance learning plan. We had a meal program plan, and we had a child care plan for the COVID um, period that we were out. We are now going to have a reopening plan. So, with that in mind, January 31st is when it's due. There's an extension that's available if needed. But between August 1st and August 7th, all right, no later than the 7th, the governor has promised that he's going to make a decision whether schools open for September or whether schools close. All right. Our official day for students, I believe, is Thursday, September 10th, and we have the 10-month staff coming back Tuesday the 8th and 9th for the two superintendent conference days. So a lot of this is right around the corner, right? But what I want to focus on here, and this is a statement that the governor said, that's going to really affect, even if he gives the green light for schools to open, okay? This is the overriding guidance, I feel, that's going to dictate whether schools stay open, whether they close after they've opened, and how they're going to reopen, okay? So, and I quote you, schools in a given region of the state, all right, we are in the Long Island region, so we are with Nassau and Suffolk County. So whatever happens in Nassau affects us and vice versa. Those schools can open and reopen is the word he actually uses. If that region is in phase 4, which we are, of reopening, and if its daily infection rate remains below 5% or lower, using a 14-day average since unpause was lifted. I believe that infection rate is the of those people who test positive. Okay, they could be asymptomatic and not have the symptoms, but I believe it's positive test. I don't know that for sure, but I think that's what it represents, because what we were told the other day was on Sunday that infectious rate was about 1.5% in our region because of some irresponsible, I guess, younger people who went to a party, and I want to be careful how I even say that. They tested positive. Might have involved lifeguards. For all I know, it could have been my son. That population that tested positive caused that infectious rate to increase up to 2.3%. The governor is only saying 5%. So we're not even that far away from another bump getting us closer to that. But anyway, schools will close if the regional infection rate rises above 9% using a 7-day average after August 1st. Okay, so it seems like the governor can make a decision. Everything can be below 5% or below the 9% threshold, and then towards the latter part of August, early part of September, we could get a spike that just nixes any reopening and any live instruction. Or we could open school on the 10th, and these similar situations could happen. So I believe no matter how good or whether a plan is approved by the state education department, this seems to be the true guidance that's going to tell us whether the schools stay open or remain open or whether they close. Okay. So one more time, I'm going to shut the video, turn the video around, give you a quick idea of what's going on, and then I'll come back on. Okay. All right. So once again, outside the this particular science room, we're looking at the playground. Okay. These are pretty big windows. I'll try to step back without tripping and give you an idea how big they really are. It's a beautiful room. I'm not sure how high the ceiling will be. And this room will connect right into the second science room here. I'll try to give you a little picture of what's going on here. Right. Once again, it doesn't look too pretty, but I'm told a lot of the infrastructure is actually in place. Okay. So here we go. We come through the room that connects the two science rooms. All right. And in my opinion, if I turn this slowly, whoever gets this room, I believe, won the lotto, because this room, in my opinion, has the most number of windows of any of the new classrooms. It's the brightest, and it may even be one of the biggest rooms. So congratulations to whoever gets that room. Okay. Another interesting thing, I believe, is when you take a look outside the roof here, this is all part of the LEED, so the LEED certification process. The roof here will be a green roof, green grass or some type of roof like that. I'm not so sure how people are going to get out onto it, if they'll be allowed to get onto it, but that's what I'm being told. Okay, so I'm going to turn the video off. All right, and I'm going to come back on, and hope that may be the last video when I come on. Okay.